better late than never. So yeah, it's been over a week since Godzilla versus Kong movie came out on HBO Max. And I'm just barely talking about it. I don't know why. I've just been too busy with work and all that. But honestly, this is one of the movies I've been excited for this year. Just seeing two massive titans going up against each other. Yes, it happened back in 1962. It's like 1963. And no, I'm not gonna disrespect them. Like the way that they were doing it made it look real. You know, these people in like costumes. Like I dig it. But Kong really looked like shit in that one. So we're finally getting like a big old CGI battle with them. And what do I think about it? Honestly, I really enjoyed it for what it was. And what I mean by that is just seeing Godzilla going up against Kong. Just like these two massive ass titans. Like Kong got bigger from the last King Kong movie. Like in they even said like, oh, he's just an infant, he's still growing, which is like, this dude's already fucking massive. How much can he grow? And I guess he could grow being like the same size as Godzilla. I dig it. Just seeing that, like, to me, just seeing when every time I was seeing King Kong in the mix, like when it was focusing on him and like this little girl like that could communicate with them, I was really digging that. I was like actually really interested in that aspect of the storytelling in this movie. Everything else I was kind of like, eh. Like, don't get me wrong, seeing the battle between these titans, awesome. Seeing Kong communicate with this like little death girl, awesome. I probably said it wrong, but yeah, awesome. Honestly, like, it was cool seeing Millie Bobby Brown, you know, the 11 from Stranger Things. I always thought she was pretty cool, and it was pretty cool seeing her with that kid from Deadpool 2. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then they're all hanging out with this guy, this conspiracy theorist, that the same security guard from Child's Play, the latest Chucky movie. Yeah. To me, like, when you go back to them three, it kind of felt like a 1980s movie, because it's just like this adult hanging out with these two kids, like trying to figure out why is Godzilla attacking people now. I thought he was our savior. I thought he was, remember what they said, this one line, I think it was in the first Godzilla movie, or was in the last one. Either way, someone said the line, he's like, oh, so Godzilla's gonna be our pet. He's like, no, we'll be his. And I always thought that was so ridiculous, but yeah. The one thing I was really worried about in this movie is just dealing with the humans, because honestly, in these monster movies, I could care less about the humans. But this one is kind of like, it's kind of how I felt with the two Godzilla movies, except for Bryan Cranston in 2014, but he dies early, so oh well. I just could care less. Like, every time I go back to the humans, I'm like, I was so bored out of my mind. And then when you go back to the monsters, like Godzilla facing off against these other monsters, I was like, okay, this is awesome. But I didn't feel like that with Kong Skull Island. I thought, like, just seeing the human interactions and then seeing Kong and with the other monsters, I thought that was pretty well done. A lot of people didn't really dug it, but I kind of dug it for what it was. And that's how I kind of was feeling here. But it was just like, with the human elements dealing with Kong, that's when I was getting really into it. But with the human elements dealing with Godzilla, I was kind of like, I could care less about what's going on. Like, to me, it's like I already knew what was going on like why Godzilla is attacking people now and why he's gone rogue and shit like that. It was so blatantly obvious from the trailers, and like, to me, I already knew, like, yeah, we're gonna get Kong versus Godzilla, but they're gonna end up teaming up to go against a bigger threat. Like, it's like Batman v Superman. We got Batman, Superman going up against each other throughout the whole movie until the end, where they had to team up also with Wonder Woman to go against Doomsday. So it was kind of like the same concept of that. And let's talk about when Kong is going up against Godzilla. To me, I wasn't really interested in the fights in Godzilla King of Monsters, because it all took place in the dark. It was raining. It was so cool, but it was kind of hard to make out what was going on exactly throughout the whole movie with the whole fight scenes. This one, no, like, it's really clear. Like, there was one where they're fighting on a boat, and there's like a sunrise type thing. That was really, like, the way, like, those shots were filmed and everything, it was so well done. It's like you could make out what was going on. It was during the punch and everything like that. And I just love this one moment where Kong punches Godzilla off the boat. Godzilla just, like, blasts his energy out of his mouth, and Kong just gets out of the way like it's an action movie. It that was in the trailer, and to see that in this movie, I thought that was so awesome. Like, oh, he's gonna jump, he's gonna get out. Like, I don't know, I thought that was so ridiculous, but I thought it was so awesome because it's my boy Kong. Like, if you can see right there, like, King Kong's my guy. I prefer him more than a lizard, a big ass lizard. And we also got to know more like that their great ancestors were also fighting each other like throughout history. And I'm like, that was pretty cool. I would like to see a prequel to that, like to see like the ancestors of Kong person up against Godzilla like back in the day. I would love to see that. What else? Oh, and seeing like Kong, like you can see like he goes into this like I think it's called Halo Earth, something like that. I can't really remember the name, but he goes to something like that where it's kind of where like the Titans like him and Godzilla belong, like where they came from, and it's like, and to me it kind of really looked like Skull Island. Like I was like, oh, so it's like Skull Island, but way down there, like almost like in hell. But it was pretty cool though. It was awesome, like seeing like he's kind of like learning exactly about his ancestors, and he like that's how he gets the axe, where like because a piece of that axe is from a previous like ancestor of Godzilla, showing like that King Kong's ancestors beat Godzilla's ancestors. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, I like that whole thing was actually pretty interesting. Then I give it like I don't know. I'm like so baffled into like how I actually got really into it. Because to me, I was like, yeah, I'm excited to see these two fight. But other than that, I was like, I could care less. But to me, it's like when I'm getting a little bit more than I bargained for, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, I'll give it credit for that. And there's this one lady in there, like, I can't remember her name, but she kept disrespecting Kong by saying, oh, that monkey, oh, that monkey. I was like, put some respect on that man's name. You guys are literally going up to this guy and having him go fight Godzilla. Like, I was so happy when he, like, just smashes and kills her. So, yeah. But either way, without giving any spoilers for right now, I will say this movie is a great time to watch. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Just say 8 out of 10. I really dug it. Yeah, some of the humans elements into this movie is kind of like hit or miss for me, but it's better than the previous Godzilla movies. I'll give it that. So, like I said, I give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Like, go out and watch it. It's on HBO Max right now. And now it's time to go to spoilers, because I really want to talk about this right now. So the big, massive monster that Godzilla and Kong end up teaming up to go against is Mecha Godzilla. I remember seeing the trailer, I was like, I hope they bring in Mecha Godzilla. And they did, and I thought he looked awesome. Like, it looked badass. He had, like, missiles coming out and attacking Godzilla. I thought that was pretty badass. He's like almost like an AI. They're trying to control him, like, by, like VR in a way, but I guess he kind of came out like, nah, you're not gonna control me. I have no strings. Kind of remind me of like Ultron from Avengers Age of Ultron in a way. So he just goes in and just like going up against Godzilla, and that's why Godzilla is kind of like going rogue in a way, because he started like attacking like these facilities that were trying to activate Mechagodzilla, and he's like, yeah, no, you're not doing that. So that's kind of why he was kind of going rogue. And that's why they were bringing Kong in, so to fight this monster. But then, seeing them teaming up to go against Mechagodzilla, I thought that was so done. There was even one moment like they both grab each arm and like throw them like against buildings. I thought that was pretty cool. I was hoping to see like one of them like grab him from behind, like holding him, while the other guy just like punching him. I don't know. I think that would have been fucking hilarious. I don't know. That would have been awesome to see. But the badass moment is seen when Kong is like, he had the axe thing, and then Godzilla powers it up with his like his heat blast. I don't know what the fuck's it called exactly, but he powers that shit up, and then King Kong just destroys Mechagodzilla. And I thought that was fucking awesome. Oh, and by the way, like, yeah, when you got Kong versus Godzilla in the first round in the freaking boat, yeah, Godzilla won that one. I was like, okay, next round. And they fight, and and Hong Kong, and oh god, like that shit was pretty badass too. But like in a brief moment, like Kong knocks out Godzilla for a little bit, so I guess like I guess King Kong wins that round, and like cause like right away they go in, like they start fighting again. So I don't know if that was like, but Godzilla did end up winning that one. So I don't know if it's like a continuation, and so either way, it's either 2-1 or 2-0 for. So I was pretty sad about that, but Kong did get to shine by taking down Mechagodzilla, so I'll give it that. So honestly, just seeing this movie was so awesome. Seeing these three monsters like in one movie for me, it was so great. I loved every single minute of it when it was showing the monsters. When it, like I said, when it go back cutting to the humans, I was kind of like, I was like if and about it. Like I was kind of like whatever. But when it got to the monsters, I loved every single moment of it. And it even shows like they just end up being like, okay, you're alright, but fuck you. And then just like, Godzilla just swims away. King Kong goes back to Hollow Earth. I can't remember. I think it's Hollow Earth, but he goes back there. And I kind of want to see where this goes. I don't know if they're going to go anywhere after this. If they do, that would be fucking awesome. If they don't, oh well, at least I got this movie. And yeah, I just really dug it. I hope to see more of this. I will love to see more of this. But let me know what you guys think about this movie. Let me know what you guys think about this video. And I hope you guys give it a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. Take care.